What's going on? Machenga here. This is the HP ZBook Firefly 15 G8. A mouthful of a name, but let's talk about it. This is a mobile workstation, so it's targeted to business and creative professionals. If you're wondering what makes one laptop a business machine and another consumer level laptop, a key difference is the graphics card. GeForce for consumers and formerly Quadro for business. This ZBook Firefly is using a professional mobile graphics card. If your workflow requires specialized or certified hardware that is guaranteed to be compatible with your software, for example, Autodesk, going with a workstation like this is the safest option. So this is HP's lightest 15-inch ZBook. Starting at 3.74 pounds, it's not so heavy and clunky that you'll be upset carrying it around. It's an all-metal build minus this plastic portion for antennas. Nothing about the machine feels cheap. It's designed for durability, and HP states that it undergoes a number of military standard tests. You don't need to worry about taking this out in the field. The 170-degree hinge is rigid and tight in a good way. The screen also doesn't flex. This design is nice and simple with a sleek gray color and refined edges. This is going to look good inside and outside the office. Now, a business laptop should have sufficient ports, so let's see what we get. On the left, we have the Kensington lock, one USB Type-A port, the headphone microphone combo jack, and the optional smart card reader. On the right, we get the power port, the HDMI port, two Thunderbolt 4 ports with all the bells and whistles, and finally the SIM card slot. It would have been nice to get an SD card reader since a lot of creative professionals use cameras that hold SD cards. Quick note about the SIM card slot. This unit can connect to a 5G network for an always connected PC experience. Of course, you can always just use the Wi-Fi 6 instead. This has a great 60Hz display. My review unit has the 15.6-inch 4K IPS panel that covers 100% sRGB. It's color accurate, vibrant, and bright. If you don't absolutely need a 4K panel though, I suggest getting the Full HD screen. It's still just as color accurate, but it'll require less power, therefore saving on battery life. The anti-glare coating handles reflections and glare very well. After using so many touchscreen laptops, I slipped up a couple of times and found myself trying to scroll on the screen, but this isn't a touchscreen. Photographers and users editing video can feel confident in the colors of the images on screen. Of course, watching movies and videos is going to look good too, and the colors do pop. Moving down to the keyboard, for the most part, I like it. HP redesigned it with rubber domes and it's spacious. My favorite type of keyboard is mechanical, but since this is built with business and office users in mind, it's meant to be quiet and unobtrusive. It has good key travel, and for those that care, we do get the numeric keypad. It's also backlit. One thing I really like about this keyboard and several other HP laptop keyboards is the font. Maybe most people don't notice or care, but the font is good. This point stick is HP's version of the track point from Lenovo. It works and you use these buttons above the trackpad to make selections, but it's not as precise as the Lenovo track point. This trackpad, however, is a great size and it's using Microsoft Precision drivers. It glides smoothly and all the normal gestures work without lag. Right below the number pad is the fingerprint reader for logging into the laptop. You can also use the 720p IR webcam above the display for facial recognition. This webcam is the usual laptop quality, and it does have a privacy shutter. Here at the top of the keyboard deck are the speakers. These are dual stereo speakers by Bang & Olufsen. You don't normally expect high quality audio from a business laptop, well, any laptop for that matter, but these sound really good. They get plenty loud, and it's an obvious benefit having them at the top instead of bottom firing like so many other laptops. I was surprised in a good way. So the thing that matters the most is the performance. The 11th gen Intel Core i7-1185G7V Pro is a 4-core, 8-thread CPU. It's proven to be power efficient and offers higher performance with cooler temperatures. Whether you're running SolidWorks, coding, or editing photos, this can keep up without blasting your ears with overly loud fan noise. The NVIDIA T500 GPU performs as expected when running synthetic benchmarks. It's not going to give you GeForce RTX level power, but for a lightweight mobile workstation, it gets the job done. There's 32 gigs of DDR4 RAM installed that helps tremendously when running system-intensive tasks. You can configure this with up to a whopping 64 gigs if you like. The RAM does run in dual channel mode and is user upgradable. In my workflow, my overall experience has been positive. This isn't for 4K video editing, gaming, or 3D modeling, but it's going to do pretty well for nearly everything else. HP claims you can get up to 14 hours of battery life from the 56 watt-hour battery inside. Those numbers will probably apply to the full HD model, but I regularly get just under 9 hours out of this Firefly 15. Mobile workstations aren't marketed on excellent battery life, but in comparison to my ThinkPad P1 that barely gets 5 hours, this is more than enough for an entire day. If you use the better battery mode on this laptop, you can get even longer. It also supports fast charge using the included 65-watt power adapter. Okay, so there are obvious pros and cons to grabbing this type of laptop. It's business oriented with extra security features and hardware for specialized workflows. Those things come with an added cost. If you're just an average consumer, you don't need to pay more money for features that don't matter in your daily life. The HP Envy line and even the HP Spectre offer fantastic performance for a cheaper price. However, if you need a lightweight business laptop for your small business, you're working from home either full-time or part-time, or if you manage a team in the IT department, this is a viable option with an attractive design and a much more budget-friendly price tag when compared to the typical workstation laptop. I'll link this laptop and some great alternatives down in the video description for you to check out. If you like this video, hit the like button. If you feel like it, jump down in the comment section and let me know you like it. If you haven't already and want to show your support, don't forget to subscribe and make sure you tap the bell icon so you'll be notified every time I post new content. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video.